What's up, everybody? It's Frader from Restore Rain, and we back at it again today with a pair of 2009 LeBron 7s. And as you can see, they're talking. Sadly, only one of the sneakers have this little pod piece, I don't know what you want to call it, that goes on the bottom to fill up this little hole right here. Only one sneaker has them. Customer lost it, but it's all good. So we're going to go with a full clean and a re-glue on these sneakers. Again, they talking. It's the left foot right here, so enough talking. Show you guys a quick close-up, and we're gonna skip through the cleaning. If you don't know how I clean sneakers already, go watch one of my previous YouTube videos. Pretty in-depth on how exactly I clean sneakers. I clean pretty much all sneakers the same exact way, so we're gonna skip through the cleaning, but we're really gonna focus on this re-glue, so let's get to work. Alright, so as we can see, sneakers is coming apart. That focus up real fast. Pretty dirty around the patent leather. Nothing really too crazy, but definitely needs to be cleaned. Same thing on this left shoe here. That focus. Pretty dirty. You gotta clean the outsoles, of course. But hit some ASMR for you, so turn your volume up. That focus. So now we have both sneakers completely separated. So as always, we're going to be working on the right foot for video purposes. We keep the left one to the side, but two complete separate pieces. This is going to be a fun one because it has all these little holes and crevices and whatnot. So it's going to be really tricky to line these up. But enough talking. Let's start up with this clean. And then we'll get to removing all the old glue, putting a new glue on, and etc. Let's get to work. So as always, we're gonna be using some Angelus Easy Cleaner, some Rejuvenator brushes, my drill, my little pick for the rocks on the bottom of the sneaker, everything in between, my steamer, all that. So let me get started on that. I'll show you guys the finished product after they're done being clean, and then I'll get to removing all of this old glue off of these sneakers. So for me, this is going to take a good 20-30 minutes. For y'all, it's going to take about 10-15 seconds. Now we got the sneaker pretty much completely cleaned. My apologies for the noise in the background. I got the fan working right now, drying some sneakers. But now that the sneaker's pretty much completely clean, next thing we're going to do, we're going to take off all these little scuffs and everything that the patent leather has, simply with some acetone and some cotton balls. I'm going to rub on it lightly because I don't want to mess up the finish on top of the patent leather. So I'm just going to scrub it as hard as I need to just to get the scuffs off. So let's start working on that. Alright, so as you can see, scuffs all removed off the patent leather. Now, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just throw these in front of the fan real quick so they can completely dry. Then after they dry, I'll start taking off all the old glue off of these two pieces. So let these dry and I'll be right back with y'all. So just a quick little before and after before I actually put these in front of the fan. So we can see this is the outsole that I didn't clean. This one is the one that I did clean. So we can just see the difference right there side by side. How far a clean it can get you. And the same thing with the sneaker itself. Just look at the difference on the patent leather. All that dirt and scuff removal right there. Sneakers looking a million times better than what they originally were. So let me clean these off camera while I allow these to dry. And then as promised, we're going to start taking off this old glue and start this re-glue process. Let's get it. Alright, so we got the sneakers fully clean, completely dry. Now, next thing we're going to do, we're going to remove all of this old factory glue with some acetone and some cotton balls. I'm not going to use too much acetone. I'm just going to put as much as I really need to remove all this old glue. So let me take this glue off, then I'll take it off for the other one off camera. Then I'll start applying the new glue, and then I'll start bonding these sneakers. So first things first, let's take all this old glue off. Alright, so now we got all the old glue off. I'm not sure if you guys can really tell the difference, but all the old factory glue is off. As you can see, this is the one that I took the glue off. This one still has the factory glue. Not sure if you can really tell through the camera, but all of the glue is off. So now next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the right shoe. I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to put tape all around the border so I can know exactly where to get glue on and where to not get glue on. I'm gonna line these up. I'm gonna glue this toe cap in place. So that now I can lay down all my tape around the borders of where these sneakers are supposed to be clamped at. For this entire project, I'll be using some Barge Infinity Cement. So a lot of people like to use this or either Barge Super Stick. I mean, I'm just using this because this is what I have right now. Super Stick is also cool, but this is what I have available to me, so this is what I'm going to use. So now that I have the perimeter of where the glue needs to be on taped off, next thing I'm going to do, with a bit of a smaller brush, I'm going to lay down the glue on the edges. Then with the bigger brush that comes inside the can, I'll lay down the glue on here. But for the edges and everything, I like to use a smaller brush just because it is easy to control. So I'm going to start off with that. Then I'll move on to the outsole with a bigger brush. Alright, so again, I'm just going to let these with the new glue sit alongside of these. I'm going to apply the glue on the other shoe off camera, but once these are done curing, I'm going to bond them together, and y'all see my whole entire process of how I go about that. But let me get to this other shoe. I'm going to let these sit for a little bit, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, so now that the sneakers have been sitting for a little while, it's time to finally re-glue or bond these back together. The first thing I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to take down this backside right here just so I could get my alignment for the rest of the sneaker up. Just because I've seen it's a bit tricky doing it from the front to the back, so I'm actually going to do from the back to the front. I'm going to glue this down here, and as I go, so I'm going to start gluing the toe cap, then I'll move down everything after that. So my heat gun right here, this is the most important part. The most important part is the alignment. If your alignment is off, the sneaker re-glue is not going to look natural whatsoever. So just making sure I have everything aligned. First thing I'm going to do with my heat gun, apply some heat to both the outsole and the uppers, just to this front toe cap, because this is what I want to glue first. So apply some heat, let my heat gun heat up a bit more. Alright, then I'm going to heat up the toe cap on the uppers. Now I'm going to heat up the toe cap on the outsole itself, because those are two areas that I want to bond. Apply some pretty good heat on there. Now the most important thing right here is the alignment. So boom. Got that toe cap exactly where it should be. As you can see, let that focus. Boom, exactly where I want it. Now I'm good to take this tape off the back and re-glue the sneakers in sections. So I'm not gonna go one big pass with the heat gun and just do everything down at once. I'm gonna go section by section by section to get a real even and nice bond on it. So let's get started with that now. But also, just to hold them in place and help me out a little bit, I am gonna glue this toe cap down, just so that can stay there now that the glue is bonded to it. After I re-glue the whole shoe, I am gonna go back, apply some more heat and apply some more pressure. But for right now, I just like to do that and then go with a second pass with my heat gun. So now let me start moving backwards. So for the most part, we have the entire sneaker bonded. Now the last thing I'm gonna do, which I'm gonna do off camera, I'm just gonna go with the heat gun, throw some more heat, and now I'm gonna apply a lot more pressure, and I'm gonna stress test them to make sure that the glue isn't gonna come off when the customer wears them. So again, I'm gonna throw a lot of heat, a lot of pressure, and I'll show you guys the before and after results of how exactly this re-glue came out. Alright, so now that we have the sneaker completely re-glued, stress test and everything, here's just a little close-up of the alignment. Solid clamp all the way around now. Before I wrap it up, I'm just gonna re-glue this one off camera, then I'll lace them up, then I'll show you guys the before and afters, and y'all can judge how this re-glue came out. So alright, my apologies for the rain in the background, but it started raining over here, so that's gonna pretty much wrap it up. As you can see, sneakers looking crispy all over again, outsoles looking clean, right back to life, and there goes the glue job for you. Looking gorgeous as always. Every Restore Rain finish right there. Unfortunately, I didn't put the tag on, I forgot to put the tag, but it's all good. Y'all know who did the work. Glue job right there on the right shoe. Boom. Consistency is always key. If you got to do it on the right, you got to be able to do it on the left. Same thing. Clamp job, alignment, looking gorgeous. Again, if you came this far, I thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. I promise I'm going to get at you guys with weekly videos. So if you like the content, please be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. And if you need any sneakers done, any restorations, any sneaker cleanings, contact us on Instagram at restore.rain or our website, which will be down in the description below. But that about wraps it up. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.